We have a few leads today that we got to call, and I'm going to try to close out this one lead if he answers the phone. Going to go ahead and reach out to a couple of different ones after that, and then we're going to continuously work on building out the systems. So, did want to let you guys know that we have one deal from cold calling the on market stuff that's actually going through. I told you guys that we would actually start going and calling these and right on market. That way I can help anybody out there that doesn't have a lot of capital to actually get started and get going. If anybody that's watching this needs help and assistance, any phase along the line of you guys doing it on your own or even want to collab with me, please shoot me a DM on Shyam.invests on Instagram, YouTube. I mean, there's no DM on here, but any other platform that has DM. So Instagram, TikTok, whatever, Facebook, I don't know. Okay, let's call up this first one right here. I'm gonna actually, what I like to do is I save these phone numbers in my phone. So as they give me a call, it's more personalized. I don't just, reach out to them from my CRM. And I do that intentionally. This way it's personable. When I give them a call, my phone, it actually brings up caller ID and it says my name, right? But if I just called from my CRM, it would be a whole different case scenario. So here, add phone number. And then what I do is I just add their name and their property address. So I know when they call, it's like who this person is. Woodbury. Awesome. Ring, ring. Let's see how it turns. Hey, William. How's it going?
All right, how you doing?
Good, good. It's Sam. We spoke the other day about your property in Woodbury.
Right.
Yeah. Yep, exactly. So I took a look. I had a couple more questions for you. So um, you're not far off from where we need to be, so that's a good thing. I wanted to see if that property was already taken care of as far as the demolition goes and the cleanup.
You haven't been by, huh?
No, I have not. No.
Ah.
See, I live in Central Jersey, so that place is like hour and 30 minutes.
Cell phone? Is this a cell phone?
This is my personal phone. Yeah.
This is a cell phone, though, right?
Yeah.
I can send you a photograph.
Yeah. You could, this is my personal line.
Hang up. Give it a minute. Call me back after you get the picture.
Awesome. Thank you. Let's see. Oh boy, I'm kind of nervous now. I hate when they say that because I can't wait to see what the heck I'm looking at right now. Ah man, I'm just fingers crossed. It's not so bad. Fingers crossed. Let's go. Watch him send me like something that's like not even been demolished yet. It's like burnt down house because there was a fire in it. So imagine it's just like burnt down and it's just like that and nothing been done to it at all whatsoever. I hope it's not like that. We're trying to make some money here. All right, we'll try to reach out to this guy while this guy actually gives me a holler. English or Spanish? I don't know why you guys always keep asking me that. Thank you, Ryan. So this guy that I'm calling right now, I got from door knocking. I put a sticky note. Let's see how this one goes. He's been unresponsive, even though he wanted me to walk his house. This guy just sent me this. Oh man.
Hello, this is Mike. Leave a message and I'll get back with you. Have a good one. tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey Mike, it's Sam. So I hope you had a blast at your vacation. I know you're back. Please give me a call back at your earliest convenience. I was wanting to talk to you on the property on 7th Street. I told you I have a couple of doors on that same street, so I'm very serious. I want to walk the place. I want to get to meet you, and I look forward to hearing back from you. You know my phone number. It's 732. Bye-bye. All right, well, this guy just sent me a picture of this thing. Oh, it is cleaned up. So, why did he behave that way? Shoot, heck if I would know. But that looks like one lot. And the other property looks like it's fire damaged. Oh my god. Alright, we're just gonna go on Google Maps really quick just to make sure. I don't wanna like waste his time anymore. We can't play games with this guy. He's ready to play. He is ready to play, and so am I. This would be like my first ground up development if we take this thing on. I got money ready. I have investors ready. I have crews ready. I need to call the city and make sure that they're down with me doing this. And it's game time, boys. Where is this one at? Is this 160? No. I think this is where it was. And it's just empty? No, that's not it. Confusing. County Road, no, North Broad. Let's see, alright. Oh gosh. Do I have the right one? No. I don't know if I do, to be honest. I really don't. Alright, so on Google Maps it shows me one thing. It shows me the picture, right? But then I put the little guy, I drop him down on the street view. And then boom, it's like completely different. Oh, this might be what I'm looking at here. Yeah, it is. It is. So back in the day, it literally burnt the property next door too. That's nutty. Yeah, it's the whole thing. It's clean. All right, we're gonna call him back. We're gonna play ball right now. It used to be a gorgeous property, by the way. I'll show you guys if I didn't have this thing locked up already, or if I had it locked up already. I meant to say. So yeah, we might be looking at a nice healthy spread on this one, but you know me, we're gonna create some wealth and then share it. So my partner, that's our motto. We're gonna create wealth and then share it. So what we mean by that is we're gonna take the smallest cut of the pie and give our investors such a healthy chunk of the change that they're just gonna be like, dumbfounded by the fact that we just took the smallest cut on planet Earth. We made everything happen. We sourced the deal. We go ahead and do all the hard work, and we literally just give them a massive chunk of the pie, where they're so happy, they're so amazed that they go out and they tell their friends, their family, and they don't just tell them that like, hey, look, I just did this with this guy and this is what he did for me. No, they're like, dude, we're going to a family dinner right now. They're gonna go in there and they're gonna be like, everybody, this is crazy. What kind of returns do you get? Oh, you get 10, 15? Whoa, wow, nice. Yeah, we get a whopping 70% of this entire deal. Like, they get to brag. They get to brag in front of everyone and make everyone else's decisions as far as investments go look absolutely stupid, right? What do you think that's gonna do to me and then like my firm? It's gonna like absolutely rapidly explode it, right? So they're gonna absolutely just go ahead and say, "Oh wow, that's insane. That's like unbelievable. How the hell did you manage to do that?" Oh, he's a younger guy. He's smaller. He's looking to grow, and he's not greedy. He literally wants to make everybody else around him just wealthy. right? So it's like that's something that you have an edge on when you're just a smaller fish in the pond, because you could do stuff like that and you could afford to do stuff like that because you are smaller. You're literally trying to gain market share, so you can do just absolutely unbelievable things because you're just trying to make it, right? The big boys are never ever going to offer anything that I offer, and even like the middle sized guys are never ever going to do that either because it's just not worth their time. But for me, I don't really care. I need more money readily available, and I need people to trust me. How else can I do that? Literally just offer them fantastic deals and then offer them the largest chunk of the deal that anyone else would just not be willing to offer. Just be a go-giver. Just give so much in value that people just cannot understand or believe why on earth you did it. And then even after you do it and you go ahead and perform, they're just like, holy shit, I gave you $1 million. Here's 3 more. Go do what you just did. And you give that back and you perform really nicely. And now you're like, okay, look, I literally bent over 2 times for you guys. And I provided you some crazy returns. Try to give back to me this time. I want this much. You think they're going to say no to me after I made them happy as hell? Of course not. They're going to be like, you deserve it. Here you go. Here's $5 million now. Go do your thing. All right, cool. So he offered 110 is what he offered at. I'm going to come in at 100 cash, or I'll offer him 100 in payments and just see what he says and just go from there. I already have a deal at 110. Plain and simple. But, you know, maybe we're going to we're going to go see what we could do. William. Yeah, so I took a look at the picture. That's awesome.
Answer your question?
It answered my question. And it also saved me a trip. So thank you so much.
Actually, that's not the finished work, but I just realized I didn't actually take a picture of the finished work.
Really?
There was more fill put in there.
Oh, okay.
And leveled off, but that was close enough. You wanted to know the buildings were gone.
Yeah, no, that answered my question. The foundation is like, everything's
The
gone.
foundation is gone too, and the zoning doesn't need the foundation to be intact. The zoning is still intact.
Okay.
The neighbor called to double check, but she just found out it's going to cost her a shitload of money to get her asbestos and the demo and everything else. So
Yeah. And what, the neighbor's not claiming insurance?
no, the fucking guy that owned that sold that a long time ago. He took his money and ran.
Wow.
And he had a business running out of there, a home renovation business. So, according to the guy who boarded up both of them, and I met that guy through the guy next door at the fire site. We were talking months later,
Yeah.
and he said to me, "Oh, he's probably gonna get $1 million out of that."
Yeah.
So he sold it for $70K, and then somebody else paid more than that for it.
Of course they did.
That's the person I'm talking to.
Okay.
She actually was interested in our lots, but they didn't want to give us enough money.
What were they offering?
So they have to be taken care of. And besides that, I don't really care whether we sell it or not.
Yeah.
Because the more I think about it, you don't need a foundation anymore. You can build it on a fucking slab. And the zoning is still the zoning. So if we don't get enough money, it's not going to break my heart if I don't get the money I'm asking for.
Yeah.
How much did I tell you?
You told me 110?
Oh.
Yeah.
That was before I had to pay the taxes and the water and sewer bills.
Really? Well, that was just on what? Saturday? No,
Yeah,
Monday.
I just had to take care of that. I got the letter on Saturday. I had to take care of that Monday.
Liar. Sorry, I meant on Monday. We had a conversation on Monday.
Anyway.
Yeah. Right. Where were you needing to be at? I know you just said you just paid your taxes and sewer.
Are you at the 110 mark? My wife will probably say take it then, but.
Well, I wanted to see where you would actually be at if we would offer payments. I mean, would you think that you would possibly consider something like that? I know you just got cash for it.
didn't get anywhere near what we should have gotten. Especially after you consider what PHH cost by putting $250,000 in a fucking drawer and fucking around with us for almost 10 months.
I hear you, but at least like
They still will not, to this day, they still will not accept that they received it when FedEx said it was received. They still keep saying it wasn't received then. But that's a thing for another day. All right, so we had not considered becoming a bank because, first of all, my wife has a few things she wants to do with money. So,
okay, understand. Well, the only reason I offered that is for.
One of them is restore, is put money away in case something happens to me, so she can at least pay the bills for a month. And then the other is making the 7-year-old her own room.
Oh, nice.
We're taking the upstairs kitchen in this house and turning it into the granddaughter's room. And we're also redoing the daughter's room. That was forced though by the roof leak that happened at the end of last year. We found it. They've been sneaking in and hiding in the wall for a long time. So there was a lot of rotted wood and shit.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
she's
Okay.
close to getting her room back. The sheetrock is up. And I just have one more seam to do, but it's a motherfucker, and I'm having trouble with my feet and my legs. So I had my section of what do you call it, scaffolding brought over.
This is already a deal at 110 anyway,
A
so
couple of years ago, and
he just said his wife would take it.
6 different locations getting used, of hours while we were doing.
He literally gave his wife half of the building as a present, just to piss his wife's ex off.
Because I'm changing the ceiling fan fixtures in the
So she owns half, he owns half.
My wife's wanted to change for a long time. She's, we had bought one a couple weeks ago, but we didn't get it up. We got to see if it's got enough light. If it doesn't have enough light, it ain't staying.
Yeah.
So we only bought one instead of two. And yesterday, when I had them deliver the scaffolding, I said, you know what? I said, I'll stand on the dining room table and change that. Oh no, you won't. You ain't standing on the table. So then my stepson said, well, we just brought the scaffolding. Okay, I put the scaffolding up. Okay, no problem. So I did the one. I finished that. And this morning I rolled it into the other room and took the living room one down. Just waiting for somebody to run to Lowe's because I was busy doing paperwork and shit. I didn't get out the door. Besides, I know my wife will get somebody to go pick it up if I say, I can't.
Right.
I have to put it up. Nobody else will put it up because nobody else will fuck with the electric. So.
Right. Okay.
But anyway, all right.
So only reason I was.
You got to be putting some money down. You're not talking about like a regular mortgage long term or anything, right?
So I was wanting to see if you would possibly take maybe $500 or $1,000 payments on a monthly basis that could help you out with daily life or whatever that you possibly needed. It could help you out with. But you were basically telling me that you're needing some sort of money out of pocket right now, just to take care of some sort of savings.
Let's put it this way.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it on a rent-to-own basis.
No.
No, you mean you'd have to put some serious money down to start with.
Okay. What is serious money?
What's serious money to you?
Well, I mean, I'm trying to do this to please you. These terms are for you. If it was for me, I would like.
You think we're gonna sign a paper and give us $1,000 and take it over? I mean, what was in your mind?
My mind was to ask because you never know. You never know someone's situation. You never know what their thought process is going to be like. So I always ask. And then I try to find out where they want to be. And I can see where I can structure it and if it still makes sense to go that route or not. And if not, then we go another route. That's all it is. That's why I want to, I mean...
You really want to be a bank. And
yeah.
So, depending upon how that stuff gets structured, that could be a problem.
So... Why would it be a problem?
You're obviously not talking about putting any serious money down to start with, and I'm not.
So tell me, what exactly would you want me to put down?
Just the cost of getting it back and the amount of time we get tied up and shit like that. It's astronomical.
So have you ever heard of a deed in lieu?
Yeah.
So,
Deed in lieu of foreclosure?
yes, what if I were to sign something like that over to you?
I would have to check and see how legal that actually is.
What if your attorney goes ahead and draws it up for you?
I would actually have to hire a lawyer to look for precedences on this one because, you know, just because I have a deed in lieu doesn't mean that the precedence doesn't say, oh, well, even if you got a deed in lieu, you know, they get, you know, an extra year to play with it and, you know.
I see. Well, usually how I structure.
I'd actually have to get some real legal advice on that. You know, I can read most contracts and know what they say.
100%. 100%.
That one I'm not sure of.
You see, so I wouldn't want you to do this without an attorney regardless. I've done tons of them, and we've actually worked on one 2 months ago the same exact way. And what I do to actually protect the seller in this case, it wasn't land, it was a duplex. But what I did to protect him was I set up the deed in lieu. I told him that I would set up inspections on a 6-month basis that was paid by us to let him know that, hey, look, we're taking care of the place and it is performing. And then 3, I put in a term where it said if I was late more than 60 days, he can go ahead and call the note due. Either the note due or he can go ahead and seize the property back. Why? I mean, he's not even going to have to go through foreclosure, nor is it going to be a legal process. He would basically go down the title as I've already signed off my rights and basically transfer the deed over. So it's...
Yeah, now I understand the mechanics of it. Trust me, I understand well the mechanics of it.
Yeah.
But the reality is another thing. For instance,
Sure.
if you do a lease purchase with somebody, and you know, then you get in front of the fucking landlord-tenant judges here in Gloucester County.
Yeah.
You're in for a fucking long ass ride.
Right.
You ain't getting them out, you know, and the judges are not going to look kindly upon anything, no matter what. You know, it's a major fucking pain in the ass.
That's all right. No, I get it. Look.
And the point being that I would need to know that whatever it is that we were doing was, was legal, and that we wouldn't have a problem when it got in front of a judge. Because I'm assuming when you're about to lose something like this, you're not just going to stand by and say, "Oh yeah, go ahead, sure."
I would negotiate with you, but then I wouldn't.
Especially if you had an attorney, there's no way I would see this just going easily. So, and at this point in time, you know, you haven't said, "Oh well, you know what? We'll put down like $50,000 and then, you know, make payments." You're just talking about making payments, which
I
purchase agreement and not, you know, and not a real purchase agreement in that respect. No matter how you work out the documentation, it's still, you know, without a serious down payment, to me it's still renting, and if I wanted to rent, I'd rebuild it.
So he wants $50K down.
You know, it's not out of the question either.
Okay, so now at least now I know.
At this point in time, my wife has things she wants to do. If I could sell them off and she can do the things she wants to do and put the money in the bank that she wants to put in the bank, then I take care of the people I have to, because you can't buy anything from me without that part. You know, for me, it becomes a win-win-win, and fucking, you know, I can always find something else to deal with later. At the rate things are going, in about a year, maybe 2, depending, fucking Biden gets in, shit'll be easy by next year. You know, but, cause all fucking, you know, we're gonna go into a recession, but that's a whole other story. Trump gets in, that could change whatever.
For sure, yeah.
But the fact is, we still have 12 million people in this country that are going to need a place to live. So, and they ain't making no more land.
Right. So
it's already zoned for 4 units the way it sits there.
This guy ever gonna let me talk? So, I understand. So what I did take from that conversation is that you're looking for somewhere around $50K down to even consider something like that, right?
At least, and I still have to talk to my wife because she owns the one half. So
right.
It's up to her as well.
Yeah, for sure.
In fact, it would be up to her because actually I need more than $50,000 to give her to Sam. So,
yeah,
you know, the money we would bring in would
Oh, now he needs
clear
more.
something I have to clear, but the other money would be hers. So
No point in going that route.
she'd be the one on the hook. Basically, no matter how we work the numbers, it still would have to go down the same way.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I owe has to be paid, so that
For
would,
sure.
the money would have to go there. But I would still have to discuss it with her.
Yeah.
And it's that simple, whether she would be interested in it or not. And that would, and that would be either, yeah, we can talk about it, or no, that's the end of it. But
That's completely fine by me. That's fine by me. I just, I want to rerun numbers.
What was the interest rate you were planning on offering?
So it depended on the terms. So I would have to take out the loan calculator, open it up, and see what works out for me, and I would present it to you. But I just wanted to get some more info. That way I can present you something,
You buy real estate, right?
Of course. On a monthly basis.
So don't tell me you don't already know what the prevailing rates are at the present.
I do know what the rates are, but that's not something I would offer as far as if I'm going to do a deal with an owner, right? The owner is not a bank, and two, I need to still cash flow.
It becomes the bank the minute they lend you money.
That's true. That's true. But I'm saying that an owner is not an institutional lender, is what I'm trying to tell you. Right. So I mean, I'm not looking to.
Work with them. You'd want to offer them more.
I'd want to offer them more of a purchase price, sure. In order for me to get the terms that I want, or give them the terms that they want for the purchase price I want. But you can't have both.
Well, listen, I got to talk to my wife. So
Yeah.
Before we go any further, let me talk to my wife.
All right.
And in order for us to even transfer, let me see. Yeah, it's got to be. I think, and this is a sliding scale because every day things go up.
Hey, look.
Certain things, especially when it comes to the taxes and water and sewer bills. Although the water and sewer bills should have been stopped, the taxes, however, have not stopped.
Of course not.
And then insurance. But off the top of my head, roughly, and like I said, this could go. This could possibly go up if I don't have everything right, all my ducks in a row, in terms of numbers. But we'd have to have at least 75 in order to transfer it. At least to start with.
Okay. Fair enough. I understand that. You want to protect yourself.
No, it's not protect myself. I'm not putting any money out to help you. I owe a certain amount of money. Then there's water, sewer, tax bills that are still outstanding or whatever was paid, that needs to get covered over the last amount of time since the fire.
Right.
I mean, we have expenses. There are real expenses. There are real cash expenses that all have to be paid in order to transfer the deed.
No, I understand that. I'm not saying that you don't,
I'm just pointing out to you that, I am not pocketing this money. This money all goes for stuff that is paid or was paid or has to be paid before settlement. Anything left over for the fire until the day of settlement.
I see. Okay.
And I have somebody I have to take care of. So that's what that all comes out to. All
And
has to be taken care of before I can sign my name and sell it. Otherwise, I can't sell it.
And the 7-year-old. You can't forget about the 7-year-old.
I never forget about the 7-year-old.
Awesome. I love it.
The 7-year-old doesn't come into play here because there are 3 different places the money for upstairs is going to come from.
Okay.
And so if it doesn't come from this, it'll come from one of the other 2.
Okay.
I'm not real worried about it. She will get a room. My wife has fucking credit cards. And I have credit cards now too, surprisingly.
I love it. I got a ton of credit cards too.
Her room will get done.
Yeah.
For one thing, it doesn't need a whole lot. I am going to open up a couple spots where I think the cold air is coming from in the winter, and we'll check that and fix it because I'm sure that's what it is. And then the ceiling, we're just going to go over that. We're just going to redo the ceiling, so it's not like I'm going to tear anything down. I'm just going to go over the old sheetrock with new rock. That and one spot in the wall I cut open and whatever we have to do because it's kitchen now. So we got cabinets and stuff that have to come out. So, we might have to replace some rock there, but, what are you talking about? 10, 12 bucks a sheet?
Yeah.
It ain't that big of a deal. And we have plenty of spackle left over from the house that my wife bought years ago for her middle child that we just finished. Her brother was in it for a bunch of years, and he tore it all apart, and he finished one room, and then he got fucked up, and 6 months later he thought he was fixed, and he found out he wasn't fixed, and he's unable to do this anymore. So we got it back, and I've been working on it ever since. We own everything but the carpets, I think, right now, to finish. I'm waiting for the electrician and the heating guy to come put the ductwork back together again. I guess I should have let him finish the ductwork, and then I should have taken apart the piece that went to the heater, because now I've been waiting for 2 months for him to get there.
Yeah.
So, but one of the tenants is within the fire, wants it, and his lease ends, I think, July or August, so it'll probably, at the rate we're going, it'll just work out where he's ready to move, and we'll have the inspection, and they'll be ready to go. But he was a good tenant. I got him right out of the Army.
That's awesome. How do you usually find your tenants?
When he first came, we took him sight unseen. I got a call from the one guy I was working with, from the Catholic Charities doing the Ready Vet Go program. It's hard to say. And I got a call, and Colby needs a place, and blah, blah, blah. And I said, okay, fill out the application, I met him, very, very mannerly young man, just got out of the Army. In fact, he still had his fucking uniform on when I met him.
Really?
Because he wasn't officially out.
I gotta try that.
So he still was.
I gotta try that. Find some nice tenants for myself.
But
don't pay these realtors nothing.
And they were paying all the money that they needed to go in. You know what I mean? It was all. They didn't have to have a dime. Catholic Charities wrote me a check, and then it's a crapshoot. Whether you get somebody, or you get a fucking asshole. So out of 4, I think 4 or 5 of them I did. 2 of them were major fucking assholes. Those 2 actually both threatened to kill me.
What? Why?
And the other 3 turned out to be great.
Why'd they threaten to kill you?
I wanted to rent. I only paid for the first 3 months. After that, it was up to them.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
One guy, his rent was $1,000 a month, and he was making $4,200 a month on his retirement benefits as a captain.
He's a 70-year-old. He's like a big-time landlord.
And then you threaten me on top of that?
Yeah, that's nuts.
And the other guy,
he's a multi-millionaire.
The other guy just was a fucking problem all the way around.
Yeah.
He had wife and kids and shit, and they were just a fucking headache from day one.
Right.
And he threatened me, and when he came the one time, because I'm talking to him on the phone, and he says, well, we got to talk man to man. I'm going to go drop the wife and kids off. I said to him, we don't really need to talk man to man. We can talk right now with your wife there. He showed up. I had what was my daughter? My daughter, she's 33 now. She was probably 16, 17, maybe 20, I don't know, somewhere around there. And she had the phone in her hand. I said, this guy comes after me. I said, I'm going to fall back, opening the door. You let go of Zeus and dial 911.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I already had a couple of heart attacks. I wasn't letting this motherfucker kill me.
Right.
What the fuck? He's trained to kill. He ain't somebody I'm going to play with. I'm fucking smarter than that.
Yeah.
Zeus is about 92 pounds.
Nice.
He's usually enough to scare the fuck out of most people.
Yeah.
That's when he's behind the door.
See, I usually don't, anytime I go in the hood or anything like that, I don't have any dogs or anything with me. I have my handy dandy flashlight. That thing can do some serious damage. I'm telling you. I gotta.
For a bunch of years.
We do this deal and I'll give you a flashlight like mine.
I taught in Salem, and I taught in Camden, and I taught in West Philadelphia for a year and a half at a private school for seriously emotionally disturbed and brain injured students. And I never had to carry a gun. I never had to carry a weapon of any kind.
Yeah, that's why I like my flashlight.
One thing is, I am fucking straight up with people. I am no bullshit.
Right, yeah.
I ain't no bullshit. And that gains respect in the hood. You try to bullshit these motherfuckers, you're in trouble. You are in serious trouble. But if you treat them like human beings and straight up, the word gets around real quick, and they know who you are, and you won't have any problem.
Yeah.
And I didn't have any problems. I did my student teaching at Forest High School in Jersey City. And just to give you an idea where that was,
Man, I'm just trying to negotiate this freaking land deal.
You walk out the front doors of Forest High School onto Montgomery Avenue in Jersey City. Big wide motherfucker. The medical center's on the street, right down a block, couple blocks and shit. So, you know, big wide motherfucking street, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it runs right to the river. And if you look across the river, because I was only less than half a mile from the river, if that far, maybe a quarter of a mile. You know, so I was right there, and you look across the river, and there's these gorgeous, brand new twin towers in December of 1976 that they were renting for 77 opening of the twin towers.
Mm.
That's how old I am.
Wow. No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
They're not still there.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
Yeah, and we just let 12 million motherfuckers in, and the guys that were coming in from China in the last 6 months are, you know, it's a fucking army.
Yeah.
Look at that motherfucker. Their hairs are all high and tight like the Marines. Every one of them is dressed nice. They're clean shaven. Ain't no bums. And they all have hardtack wheeling suitcases with handles.
Yeah.
You know, we're not talking about people with knapsacks and duffel bags and kids slung over their shoulders. This is the fucking army they're sending.
Right.
Why are they sending the army? You know the guns are already here. Hell, California last year, they found that fucking lab where they were illegally doing things like, making things like COVID-19.
Right.
Right here in our own country. Because we don't pay attention to what's going on, and we just let anybody come in. Because they don't mean us no harm. They just want to be here. You okay? Tell that to the 3,000 people that died, and a shitload of others that died after because of...
What does this have to do with this land deal right now?
Let's talk about that day.
Yeah, no, that's incredible.
Yeah, well, see, we stopped teaching. Now we are preaching. We're not teaching anymore.
Yeah.
You know, we're not teaching kids how to read. We're not teaching kids how to add. We're preaching to them because we want them to think the way we want them to think.
Hey! You just struck gold right now.
Teach fucking history, because if you teach what it's all about, then it becomes a whole different thing. So we're not teaching history. We're teaching you that you're ugly and you're fat and you're the wrong sex and gender and you know. So what are we doing? We're destroying our own country from the inside out.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's what they want to do.
Greece and Rome.
Exactly. They want to just distract all these kids. They got these TikTokers and Instagrammers teaching them how to be like, you know...
how to hate yourself.
Yeah.
How to kill yourself.
Exactly.
How to steal and rob and hurt people.
Yep.
And here's one, and this is one I cannot fucking for the life of me understand it. And I did hear somebody this morning on Fox Business that said it point blank, you know. If, you know, well, they're talking about the dollar and the fact that we made a deal with Saudi Arabia 50 years ago, and now because of Biden, everybody is getting away from using the dollar for oil, which could be a major problem.
Yeah.
You know? And then
I saw that.
On things like, you know, Saudi Arabia, so we want to use their ruble or whatever the fuck they have. But keep in mind, these are people that throw gays off of fucking roofs.
Mm.
Now, how do we get those motherfuckers to stand up for Hamas? Right?
Right.
And want to push Israel into the sea when the only democracy in the Middle East is Israel. Even our allies out there aren't democratic. And none of them put up with LGBTQ shit. None of them. So how do they get all these women? How about all the women that would have to be wearing, you know, they're out there in shorts and t-shirts, right? But if they were with Hamas, if they were in Gaza, for instance, they'd be wearing fucking full clothes from head to toe. Don't matter if it's 100 degrees outside. You don't get an option. Why? What happens if you don't? They stone you to death. Literally. You know, the biblical stoning to death where they throw stones at you until you're dead. Okay, that's what they still do. Or they hang you in the fucking town square and let you die slowly.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Exactly.
And how do we get these educated, stupid motherfuckers to see what they're actually protesting for?
Yeah. No clue.
They're just sheep. Somebody's leading the sheep.
Yeah.
George Soros is putting out billions of dollars, and his son, and they're putting out billions of dollars, and they're just following.
Right.
So, who put him up to it? Or is he just some fucking sick god complex?
I just got a word from my title company for one of the two land deals I'm doing right now, and
I'll talk to my wife on the lots, and I'll get back to you.
okay, no, for sure. And then as far as like a cash offer would go, let me just calculate also foundation being in there as well, and as soon as you
There's
can,
no foundation in there.
I know exactly,
Everything is gone.
exactly.
Well, I had an architect come out,
Okay.
and he said point blank to me that that it would probably be cheaper to take it out and replace it than it would be to bring that existing structure up to code.
Oh, what was wrong with it?
The front section was 125 years old or more,
Ah.
probably more. And then the other shit's been built in between, but at the one section of it is cement blocks, and my house is cement blocks, and that was built in 1931. So you're talking about late 20s, 30s. Cinder blocks didn't come out until I think the late 40s and 50s.
Yeah.
Right. So based on what's in the bottom of it,
Yeah.
I can figure out damn close how old it is. So the fact is, and there was a couple of weak spots where the fire happened, which is not to be surprised because that was brick. That section was bricks, and so that would have softened up shit that was 100 plus, more than 100 years old. So if the depth wasn't there, which means the foundation itself wasn't deep enough, and so he's right. The more I thought about it after that, he's right. So I picked up the phone and called the demo guy and said, boom.
Yeah, I gotcha. Okay, sounds good. Let me just incorporate that all into my numbers, and then when can I get back in touch with you? When do you speak to your wife?
I don't know. If she's upstairs and available, I'll talk to her.
All
if
right.
she's here, I can't.
Let me just talk.
I can't answer that question. She doesn't answer to me. She has her own life, and there's a couple of projects of hers that she's working on. So it's better.
This guy clearly does not wear any pants.
She's so busy, and she's
He wears
actually doing
panties.
some things that are making money.
No, I understand.
With the big bullshit, the selling the properties and dealing with tenants and crap.
Right. No, that's fine. Let her make the decision, and I will reach right back out to you.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
Okay. Perfect. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Holy sh... Alright, let's hit up my homeboy. See, we were under the impression that this thing already had foundation because it just got torn down, but this guy ripped the whole thing out for some reason. Meeting. All right, so he's in a meeting. I'll call me right back. Take your time. All right. So I wanted to let you guys know. So for two other land deals I have going on, they should be closing. Shoot, I don't even know, to be honest. My buyer's like out on vacation for some reason. And what's go with these buyers? What's go with these investors? They're on vacation and now. So I can use and leave around 4. Oh, cool, Malachi, do your thing. Gotta take her. Sounds good. Thank you for updating me. Alright, so basically, I don't know what's good with these buyers because I got one guy that's like emotionally unstable, he won't answer me back. I got another guy that's like out on vacation, he won't answer me back. I got another guy taking a look at a portfolio, so he won't answer me back. Like, remember where you come from. I don't care like how big you get, remember where you come from. Like, if you're on vacation, cool, send me a text back. You know, be like, all right, I can still answer this real quick. You're not like president of Mars or something that you can't answer a phone call. And if you can't answer no phone call that's important, that's going to make you 50,000, 100,000, 120,000, whatever the case may be, then go hire an assistant that can make these phone calls for you, right? That understands your business. Like, it's insane. Other than that, I got this title company reaching back out to me 2.5 weeks later after our contract's not even in par anymore, and they're finally getting back to me with some sort of results. And then they're asking me like, oh, please see title work attached. Are you obtaining a survey or entire property? No, survey on the entire property. It's like, why? They don't even have any kind of clue what's going on. I don't even think they do assignments. I bullied the girl into doing an assignment my way by doing a blind HUD. And the buyer wanted to, like, he's like, oh, if we're not using my title company, then we're not doing this. So next time that I get a buyer like that, I gotta put him back in his place and let him know, like, all right, you don't want to use my title company? All right, cool. I'll go ahead and sell this off to someone else that's gonna cooperate with me, because like I don't want to deal with a stupid title company that can't do a single assignment. Like something as simple as this, and understand what's going on. I would not use it. I'm not gonna name the title company and put them on blast right now because I'm a decent human being. But if you have a title company that you're doing business with and you're doing tons and tons of business with, don't abandon them to go just please your buyer because you think that you want to go ahead and like, you know, give him like a decent service. No, screw that buyer. If he doesn't want to follow your rules, let him go. Because my deals are good. Like, if he doesn't want to do them, like, all right, cool, it sucks for you. But that's that. So, yeah, just don't give them any kind of leeway and power. Like, remember who's in control. I got the goods, and you want it, right? So it's like, I handle everything. Just like if you were to, for example, no, I'm not going to say that. YouTube's going to be out here banning me. All right, let's hit up the next person down the line. So I'm going to call up Mike Dawson. Actually, Mary, we can set up a schedule to walk through the place tomorrow. Hit up another buyer, just make sure that he's down to go or not. This is like the last time I'm going to hit him up today. Hit him up like two times, 3 calls each already. And I even asked him if he was all right. Third time's a charm.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
How are you gonna be like, hey man, you wanna meet and see it? And then just go completely ghost and post on your Instagram story. Like, you're straight up just like being a douche. And then that's how you never ever take that person serious ever again. Leave a bad taste in your mouth, and then you can't take that kind of a person serious again. Because you take these kinds of people serious, right? And then you're going to go ahead and make out offers. You're going to make out offers to these agents, and then you can't go ahead and perform on your offers to these agents, and guess what? You're going to look like a Jack A, right? And do you think that these agents are going to respect you after you building a decent relationship like that? No, you're going to tarnish the entire thing. So now here I got to go ahead and kiss butt and basically apologize for that. And then you know what? I'll go ahead and offer the same deal to somebody else. What's going on, Mary?
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available.
Let's just leave her a text. Alright, let's see. Hey, how can I go buy the home property tomorrow? And then I gotta actually go down to a sick deal in my own backyard. It's probably gonna be like 10 minutes away this evening. And the guy's a truck driver. Anytime I deal with truck drivers, oh man, it's over. Like, it's case. Show them some videos of me traveling, show them some videos of me driving the truck, and then like it's over. It's over. I connect with them like so much. We talk about logbooks and how we like finessed them and like got away with like, you know, being pulled over with the cops and like a whole bunch of stuff, you know, because like truck drivers, they do a whole lot of illegal stuff to get away with everything that they have to do and then make still like decent money while they're on the road. And on top of that, they're all in the real estate or business because they make good money. They make like decent truck drivers, like owner operators, make like 150 to 300K a year. So they got decent money coming in. They're always buying businesses, doing stuff. Yeah, he just sent me the same pictures. Yep. No foundation. I can offer 100K. He doesn't want to be taking payments unless we give him 75 up front with interest because he knows what he's doing, as he's been in the business for 40 years. Okay. He's about to call me right back. How about tomorrow at 6? Okay. Or 7. Cool. All right. Now, just time to check up on my systems guy, my buddy Nick, and see what's going on. Okay, Mary says she's gonna check, so boom, we can have another walkthrough on another. This deal is freaking amazing. Comes with 2 lots to build, 2 separate homes, and plus it comes with a fixer-upper.
Your call has been
All for
forwarded to
200.
voicemail.
All for 200. Okay. Spruce. That one's a no-go. No, that one is a good one. Okay, never mind. Alright, Mike, we're gonna have to do something to this guy. Now what I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna summon the demons. Let's hit up Fame, and I'm gonna tell her to call this guy 6 times a day. I'm gonna call him from a different number 9 times a day, and I'm gonna tell my other guy to call him from a different number. Okay, so check this out. You're gonna see like how I get people on the phone. I'm like so aggressive when it comes to this that we're gonna like absolutely hit him with like every angle unless his phone's not working. If his phone's not working, I'm gonna send him mail. If his mail's not working, I'm gonna go there in person. If he's not there in person, we're gonna try to see what other property he owns or who's he like related to. I know he has his son that also lives like nearby, and we're gonna start marketing to him. just to get in touch with his father. And we're just gonna like blow up everybody in his family until I get in touch with him. And we're gonna pull off every little marketing tactic that we could think of and then get it going. No, I'm about to reach out right now. But I want you to call all the green people on cold leads 3 times a day. Double call them, and if you're feeling ballsy, triple call them. Get me on the phones with them now. Their deal's waiting to happen. This goes to anyone and everyone in here. Frederick, if you want to help out, I'll give you the info right now. Actually, we'll take that out. Frederick, you just do my stuff. We're gonna get Frederick a deal ASAP. Let's hit him up right now. Frederick's the homie. He's not scared of the hood since he's from it.
Hello.
What's going on, brother?
Hey, what's up, Shyam?
Nothing much. So, I'm locking up 2 deals right now today. I'm working on it. What you got going on?
Well, I'm currently in the Zoom, looking at properties.
Oh.
Everybody else is doing their own thing.
Yeah, I got you. Sorry about that. So, I'm on YouTube Live. I was just like calling sellers. Do your thing. And okay. Are you making at least 10 offers right now?
I have 10 properties written down that I'm about to start calling in an hour.
Okay. Did you comp them already?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing, working on.
All right, cool. And you got your calculator set up, right?
Yeah, I just wanted to comp them before I call to see if they're even worth calling.
Okay, that's fine. And you know what? While I'm on live, you call me up if you need help comping any of them and structuring out an offer. And I got you.
Gotcha.
Okay, and other than that, I just wanted to let you know, I'm about to, from about the past week, I think on Wednesday I made out an offer to an agent on market, and we're getting it accepted already.
Wait, sorry, you started breaking up there.
I made an offer last week on market property. We're getting this thing locked up already. That's
after you showed me the people listening and that week finding those 2 on market properties, I was looking at the market stuff a little more instead of looking off market. That's why I was just like, wow, if I could just call other agents, it's a lot easier.
Yeah, bro. Look, I'm working on off market, right? You need money to do off market. And I'm spending serious cash, and I'm about to spend even more serious cash opening up new campaigns, right?
Yeah.
But I want you to go ahead and just focus on one thing and stay laser focused.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick to agents.
Just go agents, and I want you to build a network of 500 agents, crazy, just stupid amount of network with just big baller agents, and I'll help you make out a system for it.
Actually, I'm gonna send you kind of a little cheat sheet that I made, a little template where I can just you just copy it. You know what I mean? Start a new one and keep copying it, and then save it for the day.
Yeah.
I started working on that last night just to kind of get it up and running and be able to use it today.
Cool. All right, sounds good. Anything that you need, whatever helps you best. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help you out. Just don't stay stagnant. You know what I mean? Just keep it moving.
Yeah. Definitely want to keep it moving today. That's why it's nice to be able to just look and know I'm focusing on just agents. So I'm basically on Zillow, Redfin, Chihuahua,
Chihuahua?
like that. Huh?
What is that called? Chihuahua?
Truly.
Okay.
Truly, I always say Chihuahua. I don't know why. I think it's that travel service.
Yeah.
It's spelled almost exactly like that.
Yeah. No worries.
You know, also looking at like some of the open listings. I don't know how, if you know like the types of listings that they have. Open listings, like some of them are like where the owner can still shop the place on their own, as well as the agent shopping and whoever
Really?
actually completes the deal. So technically, like if I had an open listing with you and you closed it, you don't have to pay me.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Agents hate those, so they like almost never suggest them.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. All right. Well, look, we can continue doing something like that. You can go ahead and look all over the place, but if you do see something that's off market, 9 times out of 10, if it's being marketed, it's probably a wholesaler. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah. Yes. More agents that have given me less wholesale stuff, but once again, that was great with the Zillow thing because like that allowed me to help. So like now I'm looking in. Right now I'm in Burlington and like the Willingboro-ish area.
Yeah.
And also looking at pre-foreclosures in those areas because some of the auction dates were close.
Okay.
So
Awesome. Also,
I really want to try to compile a list of dates and put them on like a calendar so you can pick and choose if you want to go and see some of them.
sure. So what I'm trying to do right now, Frederick, is we need to also get another person. Like, we need to get you another guy that's like.
I got someone actually because I was thinking about everything, and you remember I told you I reached out to Chris O'Hare.
Mhm.
O'Hara. He's the agent that when I first started tried to kind of like he's around my age, so he tried to like
Rock stars, no other rock stars.
Type thing.
Yeah.
So he's always a wealth of information and tries to keep me on the right path. Even
Okay.
the fact that, you know what I mean, he's in a different office than I am right now. He still like gives me little agent advice.
Yeah.
So he was just making sure that I don't get in trouble by making sure, working with you doesn't interfere with my license. And I was just like,
No.
I know that. So I actually found, I was telling my sister, she has experience in real estate,
Okay.
but never wanted to be an agent. You said build a team. And
Yeah.
I was just like, some of the things that I want to do for you,
Yeah.
I personally can't because of my license, but she can.
What are some of the things that you want to do for me that you can't?
Like, I actually want to go in on certain wholesale deals and things like that, but that's later on as I get more established.
Why can't you? Why can't you? I have agents that I do deals with.
Before I can represent myself, they want me to do I think it's 6 transactions guided by an agent.
Forget all that. Forget all that. You don't need to represent nobody.
Oh,
right?
yes.
So look, I just done. So last month alone, I've done 3 deals with agents, right? I got the deal myself, and then they just sold it for me. I got agents selling deals for me all the time, and I give them a flat fee for it, right? And my flat fee is more than their commission that they would make on any of these deals that are, smaller priced. So what I do is they only make 6% commission at max if they're gonna go ahead and dual represent, right?
Yeah.
What if I told you
There's
that
a plane flying over. Hold on, real quick.
you're good?
The only thing I hate about living near an airfield.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Oh, like that.
Yeah, look, you see,
Landed.
sometimes we're making 10%, 15%, 25%, 40%, sometimes 75%. We're making a crazy amount on these wholesale transactions on these smaller properties, right? Like on a $25,000 deal, we made 10 grand. You do the math on that. You know what I mean? Let's say if he were to go ahead and represent just as an agent, how much money would he have actually made? Like nothing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and then when you that way, you're definitely making way more.
Yeah, exactly. So here's what I do. He's not representing me. He's not representing anybody. He's basically just bringing a buyer and saying, "Hey, look, I got this deal for you. Are you willing? Are you willing to buy this?" That's all. This is not my deal. This is not me showing you this deal. This is literally that wholesaler's deal that I could connect you with him right now.
Yeah.
And then all I do is I already have a JV agreement set up with you, you know, and I basically go ahead and I send you off the paycheck. Let's say if we agree to $2,000 for you just bringing me a buyer, that's it. That title, you'll get a paycheck for $2,000.
I definitely at some point want you and I to meet some of the agents, because there's definitely a lot of younger agents too that are looking to do things like this.
So here's the thing. I was working with this big shot guy. He's a Hasidic dude up in North Jersey, right? He makes a boatload of money. Only thing that happened, he has a team of agents. Agents don't make much money, and wholesaling is lucrative, but it's frowned upon. No one wants to go ahead and be known as a wholesaler, because then people look at you a certain way, right? So what we do is we work with a team. They go ahead and get a bunch of these properties under contract, and they have their agents go ahead and just representing buyers, not us, just the buyers. And then they're finding these buyers off market deals, which every single buyer would be like super grateful for.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Okay.
So
talking to you is helping me structure my real estate business too.
Right.
Because the things I was doing when I first started, since my brokerage is so traditional,
Yeah.
it's kind of like a lot of stuff I had to either set up on my own or got into stuff on my own. Like getting involved with Larry, I think my brokerage more looked at that like, whoa, that's a huge check because that's a lot of properties. So they were more working on trying to structure that.
Right.
The deal for each individual property, when in all essence, I was looking at it more for the opportunity to be able to, work with developers as well as, get high-end clients in one shot and be able to work with them and build my business up at that point. You know what I mean? There's going to be more than one redevelopment project. They have a bunch of them planned for train. I'm helping with all of them.
Yeah. Definitely. And look, don't worry about your brokerage and them being traditional. Like, don't sweat it at all. I mean, that's all they know, and that's all they care. But all they do really, really, really value is how much money you're bringing in for them. How much money you're bringing in for yourself, no one cares about that, because they had nothing to do with it. So why would they teach you that? Does that make sense?
That's why I more or less know a lot of the stuff that I'm interested in. It's more money for me. Yeah,
exactly. So, they're not going to teach you that, and they're going to frown upon it, and they're going to tell you every reason not to do it. So you just can't, be disappointed by what they're telling you, what they're doing. And something that might not make them money, I don't think you should go ahead and brag to them about, because you think they're going to be happy that you're making money without them.
No, I got you.
You know what I mean? So I'm telling you, other agents have done the same thing. Unless you work for a broker that is literally an investor and he genuinely is happy for your investing success, you're gonna get frowned upon by everybody, because you're gonna be bringing in bigger checks than them. They're gonna get jealous, and there's you gotta understand, you can't even get upset at them getting jealous. Shoot,
I'm not.
You know what I mean?
I'm not.
So.
Hello?
Yeah.
No, I'm not. As I literally told the brokers when I first got my license, super ambitious. I really only have interest in being an agent for 3 years to get my broker's license.
Yeah. So, I mean, here's the thing. Maybe you can start just building a team of agents with you right now to help you out with this, and then I can do all the dirty work. Even if your sister wants to get on board, we can definitely do that.
She would be great with what you're doing, because her and her husband, before they got divorced, he was into fixing and flipping earlier.
Nice.
in time, and she managed the whole portfolio.
Ooh, okay.
So, girl's got some skills, but she's
Nice.
kind of, she's got an issue with that in the healthcare, and now I'm telling her, she's kind of done with healthcare. At this point, she's like 37. I'm like, you got 3 kids. It's time for
Yeah.
you to get into an office, sit down, and job. And I told her, I was like, I had to get into it, see how it worked to be able to, show you progress.
Yeah.
I presented it to her, and like she's been excited seeing the things that I've been doing with you. And I told her, I was like, all right, well, now's the time, because I am getting settled in their agency, and there's things that he can do with you that I can't do with you as an agent. So,
Yeah.
do it. So I'm definitely going to bring her as a person. Like I was already thinking about the team thing from when you started. It's been a week. I know a lot of stuff happened last week because it was the busy week, the last week of school, so starting on that week.
Yeah.
So now that things are, a little easier this week. It's easy to get a swing. I already got people that I've already reached out to. Chris has been great. I've talked to him. That lady that we did not take the house from in Trenton, that broker. I'm going to reach back out to her because her name popped up on a couple other properties, and I want to see if she'll let us see those or if they're worth it for us.
Yeah.
So that would build that relationship. Hey, we couldn't really take that one, but we're interested in one of the other ones.
Mm-hmm. That's all right. Let's take a look and see what happens. But yeah, I just wanted to basically get in touch with you, make sure that everything's go on your end, and go from there. As far as you bringing in another person, just let me know. The more agents you could put on the team, the better. I can basically, if there's agents that are already cold calling, I can show them like how to source these deals, so on and so forth, and I can basically represent.
Oh, also, idea for content. You said that you had an extra desk up there.
Yeah.
Why don't everybody in the group take turns, being demonstrations where you teach what you do from the desk, and we could all film it like right there.
Well, you're the only guy that's like down, right? Randy's all the way up in New York. He came down here yesterday, but like he just came down to visit me like for an hour. We got Nick. Nick is he's a hit or miss. Like I don't know what he's got going on right now. And then we have you. That's about it. Everyone else.
Is there a Coldwell Banker in your town?
I mean, probably. I'm not sure.
All right, cool. Well, I can easily just sign back up at a Nord. I can easily just try. Like Coldwell Banker, the reason why I do that is because they're everywhere.
Yeah, there's one by me.
They're everywhere. You know what I mean? And being one of the most popular, they're everywhere. So it's very easy to transfer offices.
There's one in East Brunswick.
Yeah, like I was in the Sparta office when I first started.
Oh man, you were in the trenches. Like you were all the way up there.
Yeah, like I was in the Sparta office. So that's why my whole perception on real estate in South Jersey, coming down to South Jersey, is different than everyone here in South Jersey, because up there they use lawyers a lot. Everything is paperwork and this and that. And down here, it's a very streamlined, get this out of my face process.
Yeah.
So my teacher was from the north. I was from the north. I started up north. Now I'm down here.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I kind of grew up down here a little bit because this is where my mom was when she was sick. So I got you on this area. Burlington is also where I'm trying to get my cannabis license. I'm trying to do that.
Yeah.
So part of something, you literally started investing in the town, and I'm like, wait, I'm trying to fix up the town. So let me show you more of the town that you can buy and fix up.
Yeah. That'd be awesome. That'd be absolutely amazing.
So I really do want all of us to work out, because all the stuff that I'm working on is kind of going in the same direction. You know what I mean? Like my whole goal to fund all of my cannabis dreams was to do real estate first.
Okay. Well, let's make it happen.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like even then, like as you see what I do, I like living in the country, but everyone has a loud car.
Yeah,
Or is really obnoxious for no reason.
definitely.
Yeah, no, like as I do this, I really want you to see more of the industry, which I reached back out to Cam. He actually ended up texting me, not you mad at me.
Yeah.
He said they've been busy because, the season, this is what people would consider a growing season. So anything that happens outdoors, during the summer, it's the peak time for everyone to be busy. So that's why he's been a little slow on his responses.
Okay. All right. Well, no, sounds like a plan. Let's see. Let me know if you get any of these leads right now.
Yes, leads first, all that stuff, as it comes along, I'll keep updating you on that so you can see it. Did you ever, how did that property go that you were looking at when you were telling me about your friend down there? And is your friend having any trouble with the license process either?
Which one?
You were telling me, like, you had a friend that you were looking at with a dispensary.
So
Dispensary.
no, she's not gonna be able to do it. So it's historic. I'm sorry. I have no idea like what she said, but it's a historic building, just commercial on the bottom, and I don't think the town is
Historic
gonna.
buildings are very hard to clear with those. You can't really do that.
Yeah,
But,
exactly.
if she ever has any trouble with the licensing process or anything to do with that, please, by all means, I have people that will help her with that as far as the dispensary part of it, because I'm doing cultivation, which is a little different.
Okay.
But there's more dispensaries approved than cultivations because everybody wants a dispensary.
Really?
Yes.
That's cool. That's cool. All right. Well, look, I get in touch with somebody else that possibly has something, right? And let's run it.
All right.
Sounds good?
All right. Definitely. Any way we can make money, I'm all for it.
Cool.
All right. Talk to you a little bit.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.
All right, bye. Hey, bro, how's it going? So yeah, I didn't speak to you since yesterday. After you fixed up everything as far as the numbers go, what's going on? I took a look at some of the messages in there.
This whole set, the inbound calls were being recorded. It turns out there's like a separate setting on the phone number to record inbound, and then the campaign has a separate setting to record outbound. So it was only on for Randy's campaign, but it was on for all the numbers. So we have all of Fame's inbound calls, but the outbound just started recording yesterday. So everything yesterday onwards we have now. And
Awesome.
numbers are verified. I found out how to verify them. It's really easy. So whenever you get new ones, I could do that shit right away.
Do you think it's so? This is the first thing I thought of. I did see you ask her like how to do that, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna stop this. I'm gonna let it go, just so he can learn. And like in the middle of this, I just wanted to tell you, thank you for your patience with me, bro. Like you've been reaching out to me. I've been on phone calls back to back, but regardless, I definitely wanted you to just learn, just so you do know. So I didn't stop you. But do you think that it could just be outsourced to them? And it's just less work for you, and you could do things that actually.
Now that I know, it's literally quicker for me to do it than to wait on them to do it.
Really?
It's very easy. You set everything up already. I just pretty much have to go in and click save.
Oh, see, I was confused.
Twilio was set up and everything, so that was the hard part.
Yeah, bro, because I was confused. I had other people telling me like, "Hey, look, what's going on?" As far as you setting up the A2P compliance verification BS. Once you set it up once, that's all you gotta do. You don't gotta keep doing it over and over again. And even if we want to set it up again, we can't. Just for now, because my website's down. See, the website that we started that one with was with the old partner, right? And then he took everything down and all that. So yeah, like whatever we're stuck with right now is what we're stuck with. And I'm about to call up Muhammad and make sure that everything's ready, set to go on the other one right now.
I got you.
So yeah, I mean, all right, that's great to know. I'm about to purchase 9 more.
Okay.
just so we can rotate, and then see if we can get rid of the old numbers.
Like the ones you're using now.
Yeah, if we could just delete them, and then like I'll just buy the new ones, and we just swap them in, cause they're shot out, bro. I had Fame call me, and they show up as spam. So I don't want them calling with those numbers no more. Brand new numbers. Every time they go to spam, I'll buy a new one. So just keep it rolling.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah, like literally the ratio will literally just skyrocket, go higher. People will answer the phones.
I got you. No, that makes sense. But
And
I'm on office right now, so I'm about to buy something.
I got you. Do your thing.
I'll be in touch soon, but
Cool. Talk to you soon, bro.
we'll get the numbers sorted today.
Awesome. Later, bro. Bye.
Talk to you soon, man.
Talk to you. Srini, yeah, so I was on the other line. I have two phone numbers attached to my phone. So anytime I'm on the business line, yeah, it will shut off the other line.
How do you do that?
Yeah, so straight through AT&T. I just purchased another line, and you can add up to like 4 or 5 on the same phone.
Good to know. I
Yeah.
know that.
So for my business, like for the rentals and when I make the calls for the sellers, everything is on the business, and you have my personal line.
So every time you call, you get that number? Like which number to use?
Yeah, you can choose.
Okay.
Yeah, yep. And then
I have to call you again. This guy is killing me. My attorney is calling me for
don't worry.
some other property. I'll call you back.
That's fine. That's fine. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I'm gonna reach out. So that was my buddy. He's the buyer. He's out here buying like 6-7 deals a month on a consistent basis. He's also a partner of mine too. Did Richard or Carol? And we're about to call him right now. Who's just picked up Malachi? I don't think. Let me know if any of them answer, and let's get more deals, baby. All right, and then we got. Okay, we gotta call Brian real quick. Yeah, he gotta send me some leases of deals I gotta sell right now. Brian. Hey, Brian.
Hello.
So, is this a bad time right now?
Huh?
Is this a bad time for us to speak?
Talk to me.
All right. Yeah. So as far as the purchase prices go on the other properties, I just wanted to see where you were at, so I can just put it down here.
Which other properties?
We're talking about Penns Grove and Paulsboro.
Owensboro?
Yeah.
The one that you look at it?
Yes. No. I'm sorry. I actually have that wrong over here. Penns Grove and Carney's Point. The rentals.
Yeah. Honestly, on that one, I don't know nobody's gonna pay what I want because houses are in. Only one is not in bad shape. People living in there. The outside needs to be power washed and painted.
Which one? Carney's Point?
No, Pedro.
Penns Grove. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, I want. Let me see.
I got 5 deals going on with this guy. 5.
Minimum 160.
160. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever put that one up for sale?
And Carter's Point is in a lot better shape if I want 170.
But that one has 1,500 in rent, right?
What do you think?
That one is getting 1,550 in rent.
Yes.
Okay.
But I spoke to the guy already. He knows that the rent is gonna go up.
Okay. So how much?
I told him 1850 or 18. I don't remember.
Okay.
I have to check my notes. I'm just looking for. I don't have the
Lease?
letter that I have to send to him.
Okay. And
I'm looking for one letter. I'm actually gonna tell my friend that he has some kind of letter.
okay, that'd be perfect. And do these two have a month-to-month lease or is it yearly?
Yearly.
Yearly. Okay. So we're just gonna need some.
It's expired already.
Okay, I see. Oh, they both expired.
Yep.
Nice. Nice. Perfect. Okay, so
The people who live in Pedro, they leaving next month.
nice.
Yeah, next month is gonna be vacant.
Okay, that's beautiful news.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, that helps us out a lot. And the vacant one, the 80% done. We're not really getting too much movement on it at all. I have it up in an investor lift as well. We got nothing. What's the game plan on that one? Can we move on the price a little bit or no?
Yeah, it's a surprise that I have. I hope, but I can't. If not, I'm gonna hold it for a few and fix it when I have some cash.
I see. Okay. And that's, hold on, let's see.
What happened?
For the Paulsboro, it's just a 160. Okay.
That's for Forward and Westville.
Okay. Okay. All right. Sounds good. Did I have any other questions for you? Let me see. Oh yeah, and then just Broadway. We're gonna come in on tomorrow.
Okay.
So one of my agents, he manages property for other people. He has a retail buyer. So this guy's gonna get a mortgage and go through a bank. So if you have like a month and a half, 2 months for this guy to close, then he can, you know what I mean, get an actual loan for the house and just get that one done.
Okay.
You know, and the other lady, I already know how she's gonna go. She's gonna go in with her contractor, and then they're gonna be like, "Oh, this needs to be done, that needs to be done," but she has a lot of investors out there, so maybe she has one guy that can pay cash, and even if I don't make my much, like who cares? I just do it just to get it done, you know.
How much I told you about that one?
210.
Okay.
Yeah. I told everybody else right now at 225, and everyone's saying hi, but you know, I told Rick that we can come down to 210. Even if they say 205, I mean 215, whatever, I don't care. We'll just do it to just get it done. So let me see what he says, and let me get in there on tomorrow. Are you gonna be there?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. All right, so that's it as of right now, and I got one in Burlington right now. Burlington, but it has a lot of work, Brian. It's a shit show. The whole house from the backside is leaning down, and
Oh, no.
no, right?
Yeah.
Because ARV is like, we're looking at 180 probably on that street. And I got it for 40.
How much?
40.
Yeah. At least like 40 and all the stress and shit
Yeah.
to make at the end of the day $20.
Yeah.
Alright, bro.
Okay, sounds good. Well, thank you. I'll speak to you soon. See you tomorrow.
Alright.
All right.
Keep it posted.
Okay, bye-bye. He actually wants to sell me one of his duplexes later on once we sell all these. No warranty on this property. What's your email? Okay, Twilio, call me. Okay, let's call her. Let's get back on the dialer. Hopefully Malachi's not on here. And then yeah, we're about to hire a few more guys. Anybody else wants to anyone looking for a summer intern to make a few $1,000 here and there all the time, reach out to me. Let's see, and you get real estate experience all for free. I'm trying to get a hold of this lady for a minute.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record.
Oh well. Hit up this other guy.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're...
And then we're gonna go ahead and send her a text real quick.
Hi, thanks for calling.
Okay, we're gonna hit up Sunny Boy. We're gonna get something popping off real quick. Keep my guys busy. Yo,
Hello.
what's going on, bro? When was the last time you spoke to Tyler?
Like never.
So, only reason I was asking is he told me he had a new campaign. He needed acquisitions guys. My guys can go ahead and go crazy. I can close these deals out, and I could also sell them too, like same day.
You could say it again?
I said I could sell them too, all at one place. It's a one-stop shop.
Get it done. You know the deal.
So I mean, I just can't get a hold of him. I've been calling him like 3 times today. Can't get a hold of the guy.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, so it's
I'm trying to buy this fucking liquor store in Bradley Beach.
bro, what's up with you and liquor stores? You gotta stop working at that club.
Oh, I'm trying to make the fucking money. You make 150 or 200 a year. Just dump that shit into fucking real estate.
Or you could
Dump it
just-
into real estate.
Or you could just stick to real estate and make $1 million a year.
It's such a pain. I've been in the. I'm always gonna be in the business, but I've been in the business for fucking 2 years.
Bro, you wanna
It's
be
not
like...
the easiest fucking thing in the world.
It is easy, bro. It's just not easy until it's
How much
easy.
money you made in the past 2 months?
Good amount.
You are like a fucking whiz. Like you're one in a million.
many 25-year-olds have 10 properties?
11.
11, yeah. I don't know how you're pulling that out of your fucking hat.
I'm not buying no more, so.
Trust me, I wish I could be in your position, that's for sure.
No, bro, fuck that. You don't want any properties, trust me. You just want money coming in.
What are you talking about? That's why I'm in the business, to get the fucking properties.
No, you want to make money today, now. And buy apartment buildings.
But the end goal is to get the properties.
No, buy apartment buildings.
It is, yeah,
Screw all this, bro.
Apartment buildings, properties, same shit.
Listen. I'm telling you, it's just, look, for example, like that lead I gave you, you gotta think of it this way. You're in competition with the whole world when you're doing something like this, right? You can't just stay around, or there's gonna be other people out there and they're gonna reach out to the guy like ASAP. I can spend like 10 grand on leads, but if I'm not the first guy to reach out to them, someone else is gonna take them, and it's just it's a bloodbath out here. It's kill or be killed. So yeah, if you're not like 24/7 like attached to this thing like a leech, yeah, there's gonna be people out there like beating you, bro.
Yeah, I am, and it's still fucking hard.
I'm telling you, if you think that you're going crazy and if you're not pulling off results, then that means you're not going hard enough.
Yeah, I'm trying to go hard and buy this fucking liquor store.
Why be like my uncle?
Because your uncle probably makes bank.
He doesn't. I mean, he makes decent.
He really does.
He makes a good amount.
He probably makes $250,000 a year.
Yeah, but like that's normal. Like a doctor makes that.
Throw that into real estate and then just make that off the real estate too.
All right, to each his own.
I mean, look, I'm open to it all, but I'm trying to. I need to
screw being open to it all. Just stick to one thing and stay laser focused, bro.
It's two things: it's business and real estate. It's not that far fetched.
Yeah, I get it.
All
But
the
listen,
same thing. I buy the liquor store and I eventually take over the building in 2 years.
I get you. All right. Well, look.
I know somebody that owns 5 businesses and 20 units.
I definitely understand, bro. Real estate is a business itself too. So it's like you could just focus on one business, grow it, or you can just like try to focus on 5 businesses at once and not grow them to the level of like one person focused on one thing. It's just
I'm taking one or the attacking one or the other. I'm trying all the way with both of them.
Yeah. Hey, look, everybody got their own strategy. This is what's worked for me. That's why I just tell you what works for me. So, because I was with that shiny object syndrome all over the place, and it never ever ended up going anywhere good.
No, I got shit in the pipeline right now. I got a lot of shit.
Awesome. All right. Well, look, I got some buyers ready to buy some businesses as well. I got this one guy looking to purchase. So if you get something for a value add,
what's he looking at?
What?
What's he looking to buy?
Just businesses itself. He does acquisitions. Any kind of business, it just has to be a good deal. That's like asking me, yo, what kind of real estate you buy? Like anything that's a good deal.
I got a bunch of businesses I can sell right now.
But it has to be a good deal.
I start with the restaurant that I have for listed.
Bro, those shits are not good deals.
Well, it's a good deal to one person, it's a trash deal to somebody else. Like you just said, I asked what you want.
I guess. What I want is value add. No, I want numbers that make a lot of sense. You know what I mean? Something that's just gonna like make someone drool. Like let's say if I showed you a property, one of my deals that I bought at
$150,000 a year off of the brand of liquors. Do you like that?
So here's where I'm trying to come at. If I took a Ferrari that's worth $200,000 and if I put it in front of you and I told you, Sonny, I need to sell this thing today. If I don't, I'm gonna die. Give me 10 grand for it and it's yours. Is that a good deal or a bad deal? That's a great deal. That's such a good deal that like, shit, I'll trade you my liver for that deal right now. You know what I mean? Now, if there's a Ferrari for sale for 180,000 and it's worth 200,000, I don't really care about that deal so much.
Okay,
that's what I'm trying to look for.
Start by filtering through them so we can get our reps in, and he can decide. I don't live in his mind. I will send him deals, and he gives me feedback, and we keep doing that, and I figure out what he really wants, and we build a relationship, and we go from there.
That's how you get these investors to just straight ignore you and put you on their junk mail.
Not really. It's working perfectly fine for me.
I gotcha. All right, brother. Well, let me know if Tyler replies back. I got guys that could go ahead and take care of everything that he's got coming in, so we could push off deals from that, and then I could get you some cash so you don't have to work over there.
Okay, send me the guy's number that wants to buy the business. That's what I'm dealing with right now.
He's so basically he's a business broker.
Oh, so he's trying to sell them. Oh,
He tries to buy them, sells them.
To sell them.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, is it Scott?
Scott what?
Stein?
No, I got his business card somewhere here. Hold on.
Look, I'll definitely connect with a business broker.
Yeah.
Because I know off-market ones that I can send to him, and then he might have a buyer, and we can split. And vice versa, he might have one that I have a buyer for.
Yeah.
They definitely throw us in a group chat, like, let's close something ASAP.
Okay.
Like that's what I'm dealing with right now. Is businesses. I'm filling out this application.
I got you.
I'm trying to sell this construction business for 1.5 in South Jersey, near Stockton University. I got this gun shop for selling for 2.5 million. Actually, 2 gun shops. Another liquor store that she has. Yeah, no, I got stuff put in the group chat.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. All right, bro. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
All right, see ya. Oh my god. Oh my god. What the heck is this? Please avoid your payment if repeat employer must be only repeating. Okay, let's see. Definitely so. Okay. Well, that's that. Alright, let's go back to calling these leads out. Brian's done. Rav. Oh, tell Frederick to follow up with Rav. Okay. I'm gonna call Tariq. No, Lloyd. Yeah, that's probably Lloyd. No, what's his name? Okay. Perfect timing. This is gonna be dope. So I already walked this guy's property. It's so dilapidated, it's insane. It's just like leaning on the back. He wants 40. We're gonna try to just offer 39. Just lock it up. Nope. We're gonna call up his wife. Oh, what was her name? Carol. Let's see.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Oh. Okay, now we're calling up my buddy for. Hey, Srini.
I think you need to have that call waiting or something.
Yeah, no, I was actually calling other people right now. I've been like on phone calls back to back.
My AirPods are dying every day.
And that's what I'm saying. It's life of an investor.
Yes.
So yeah, talk to me.
So we are talking about the property where the Woodbury one. Looks like my guy who got the pictures. It's all cleaned out. So it's going to be there's no basement for this. It's only the foundation.
it's not even there is no foundation. It's completely clean. Yeah, I was gonna say it's completely cleaned out.
It's completely cleaned out, so it's going to be just built ready, right? Almost but we need to take up the foundation if we are planning to do a
Yeah, we need to build a slab.
So what happens is, now the cost will be we have to submit a new plans and everything. In fact, we can go for variance also this one.
If we do a variance, what to build like maybe a 3-family on each side or something?
Yeah, 3-bedroom, 1 bath. 3-bedroom, 1 bath.
Okay.
2 baths, sorry. Right now it might be 2-bed, 1 bath.
Yeah.
Just ask for, I think we should go to the township for this. Just
Okay.
need to call the township and ask them, hey, what can we build? It should be always with the construction department. And then we can come up with the number.
Yeah.
I'll just give you a basic idea, okay? Assuming we are building a 1,000 square foot each side, that is 2,000 square foot each. If we
Okay.
are building the base and everything, it would cost us at least 120 to 150
Right.
per square footage, which is almost like 300,000. I'm assuming that all the utilities are there in this one, but I don't see a picture.
For what, utilities?
Yeah.
So it's connected to the main street.
So basically, this is a vacant land. There was no house in here ever.
No, there was a house there. There's no house there right now because it burnt down. They had to basically do the demo and rip the whole thing down.
The whole thing done, but if you have if you got, what is that called?
Foundation?
Basement, you should have foundation or something should be there, right?
So there used to be a slab, and he spoke to an architect. Where the fire happened, there was bricks that had soft spots. So that was no good. You couldn't just build right back up on there. And plus, the foundation was 125 years old.
Oh, okay.
So, like, the architect basically said, look, if you're going to build, you're going to need to start from scratch. So he paid the demolition crew to clean up the whole place and then demo the foundation too.
So we run the line from street to here again.
Exactly. They need to just reconnect it, tap in.
That's again, they need to dig it to come inside.
Yeah.
That's like a 3-month job.
Really?
Yeah. Because I got my conversion from for a couple of my properties.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously takes like 3 days, 3 months, 3 to 4 months, and it's a lot of process, approvals, permits, and everything.
Okay.
See, I was thinking that there is something that already built. All I do is clean up the old one and take out some bricks out and then rebuild from scratch. That way, you already have the wire, water and everything there. And we have to bring in the water, sewer, everything. That's like adds up our cost.
Yeah.
Let me ask my guy how much it would be, because if it is this thing and we need to build it on a slab, I will ask him how much it costs. I'm assuming at least 150 to 175 now. Because
Yeah.
we need to bring the utilities.
Right.
And the ARVs 175 into 2000 is almost like 350
Well, per side.
per square footage. So it's a whole house. We'll build it on 350.
Okay.
To build the whole house, it will be 350 plus 100 is 450. My only concern is do we have the price in that location?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so it's appraising for 450 prior to this being burnt down.
Okay.
So at least.
So what does it say about the payments plan? You said like 75,000 or something.
Yeah, he wants $75,000 up front.
Okay.
And then he was like, let me speak to my wife. There's expenses we gotta take care of. But he said he wouldn't be able to release the deed over. He wouldn't transfer the deed until he at least gets 75,000.
Okay. Yeah, miss, did you ask him like what happened? Did he get the money after fire happened?
Yeah, he got it. He got it, and then he sat on it, and he most likely ended up using it. And now he says he owes a lot of money in taxes and sewer and water. And I don't even understand how that makes sense. I think he's just lying.
Yeah.
He's just plain and simple lying. Because look, he's been in this business, and he's just trying to fool somebody to just get someone to take it off his hands and get like the highest and most for it, you know?
Correct. So
That's-
usually what happens is these guys don't need this one. They need tax break.
Mm.
So assuming that he has to pay taxes and he sells this, he has to pay another 30,000 on top of it.
Yeah.
So this is not going to help him. Usually it will help him if you get the payment like this 100,000 he gets like next 10 years. He should be happy for him.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say as well. He just doesn't stop talking. And yeah, he's scared that it's going to be so much of a headache if we end up making payments.
Oh, that's what you need to sit and talk. You want to sit and talk with him? You can go and do that tomorrow first thing in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah. He's speaking to his wife. And that was his first objection. His second objection was that his wife needs money right now. And so I was thinking, just offer him the payments and that's it. And then he was like, no, how much down you're going to put? And then I was like, how much do you need? And he's like, a really good amount. And he didn't want to tell me what amount, so I didn't tell him either. And then later on he said, I need at least like 50,000. And I was like, oh, okay, well, look, now you saying that you need 50,000. At least now we know where to work from. And then he said 75,000. And then he's like, well, how much interest are you going to give me? So I was like, well, it depends on the numbers and where we need to be, right? If I give you the price, then we're going to be able to get the terms for ourselves. And if you want the terms, then we need the price that works for us. And so he was trying to say like, oh, well, if I'm going to be the bank, then I need to get the bank's interest rates right now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where he's coming in from.
If that is the case, then I'll give him $600 per month for 30 years.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to do that because he's not looking to live that long yet. Because he's at 70 right now. I know it would go to his inheritance, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think he really cares. He wants to be able to take care of whatever he needs to right now.
Have you given him the lowball offer? Because the prices in that location is not that much for this place.
Yeah.
So it means the land would be even less than this location. That's the reason that's why I'm coming up to.
Exactly. Yeah. I was thinking like.
Buying only a land, and in that location, you will see that it is not that much.
Yeah, it's around like 30.
Yeah. Tell him that then why did you offer him 100?
No, I didn't offer him 100.
You are not under contract yet?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. So he's ready to go. I'm sorry?
He's ready to take it?
Wait, what did you say?
No, what I'm saying is, if the land is only like, it's not even, how much is the land size, It's like 50 or 60 or 800.
So the only comp that sold in the area was last year, and there was one that sold for 30,000, and that's it. There's nothing else that sold because there's just no land being sold over there. It's already a built city. So I'm thinking like we could at least sell it for 45 to 50,000 a piece. It wouldn't be the easiest sale.
Keeping it, but what I'm saying is the land value in that location is around, 30 to 50,000, not more than that.
Exactly. Yes, you're right.
Okay, so how do you see? We need to come up with a number on the land. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to tell them, hey, this is the land next to it, like a Zero Summit Avenue, Ontario. It is selling for 60,000, and we need to see that how much is the land size there.
Well, after knowing how long it's gonna take for you to just connect the utilities, I'm thinking to offer him like 65 to 70. I mean, we can't do much more than that. If
Yeah, that's what I see. You tell him that hey, it's not even shown with your plan approved for me to go and build it out. And I'm seeing the lots in that location is for 19,000 and 25,000. Well, what do you think your land is? 100,000.
yeah,
See, I can buy a lot for. I have a 8,000 square footage lot for how much? It's 19,000. That location in Birchesford Avenue. Just do some research and talk on those two grounds. And hey, these are the lands that are available right now for 19,000, 20,000.
yeah. So I didn't even give him a.
Should we go tomorrow and talk?
Not as of right now. I don't think he's just gonna be. He's not at that position yet.
Okay.
And I don't like to drive all the way out there just to talk to these guys. I like to just set something up over the phone where it's a serious conversation, a serious lead, and then go out there.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Agree.
Yeah, don't want to waste time. So all right, let me talk to him. Let me see what he says from his wife, speaking about terms first, and then go from there. And if he wants to do.
Research on this clearly, like do some land search in that location. You'll understand the numbers. Then you can negotiate better.
Right, like, look, I told you, the only land that sold in the area, in the whole city, was a whole year ago, and it was only 30,000.
Yeah.
There's just nothing selling, so it's hard to even come up with some sort of comp.
Yeah, I just see what is the listed right now. And look, do you know, is it like a 8,000 lot or 20,000 lot? What is the lot size?
Give me a
Does it show
second.
clear?
Yeah, it doesn't show. Give me a second. I'll find out for you. Give me a second.
69, right? 65. Not.
So the 69, the lot size is it's only 2,200, 2,300 square feet. It shows.
So that is this whole lot is 6,000 lot, not more than that.
Yeah, it's very small.
It's very, very small. So I think you have a good point to negotiate.
Yeah.
Just tell him that, the lot size is so small that I can only offer this much. And he will take anything what you give, It's not like he doesn't want to take it. He will take anything that you give.
He would take anything what that I offer.
Yes, absolutely. See, he already got his money. Only thing he's trying to get is something more out of it. That's it. He's asking 600 because he just want to throw it up there, People are buying. So.
Right. Okay. All right. Let's see how it goes.
Just tell him that the lot size is so small, and we found it that in the area it's not that much. It's 2,300 lot means it's only 4,600. No man, 4,600 for 1,000 is we're giving 250 per square footage.
Right.
The houses in that location is not even 250 per this thing.
Not at all.
Built houses.
Yeah, they're all older. They're all like 100 years old.
If we know the assessed value of that lot, the assessed value from the county,
I do.
if it is 20,000, we can give another 20,000 on top of it. That's it.
Assessed land value is like 24,000. Yeah, so it's like, according to your math, we're talking 44,000 per lot.
Yeah, that's it. 44 for each.
Yeah. So yeah, we're looking at 80.
1 second. Sorry. 20 plus 20, 40. That's it. We only talk about assessed value, which is the lowest. Then he will say 50. Then we'll say okay.
Yeah. Because look, think of it this way. Think of it this way. Anybody that's like experienced in real estate knows that the assessed value from the city, it means absolutely nothing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So anytime I do negotiate with anyone, I do bring that up, but they look at me like I have three heads. Because even my properties, they assess for like,
We will not say that it is assessed value. We will say that in the land, I saw the land is 0.5 acres for 20,000. In this part of the city, which requires, it's almost like ready to shovel ready. And yours is just a 4,500, and I'm willing to give a similar price to you. That's what we need to come up.
mm,
So you need to take towards the example. If you see in that neighborhood, it's just 0.5 miles from your distance.
yeah,
And this is what I'm seeing. Why do you think yours is 100 when it is nothing?
right,
That's a negotiation. Then you complete a reservation, but I'm a cash buyer. I can give you the cash and we can close it tomorrow.
right,
The title is clear.
right, okay,
That's what we need to present it up.
okay. Sounds good. Yeah, I mean, as far as 40,000 goes, if I say 40,000, I know for sure he's not about to talk to me anymore.
Just ask him why. How did he came for 100,000?
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. All right, sounds good. Let me see what he says. And then,
I know it's a rough conversation, but we need to make sure that we are not overpaying by giving 100,000 for just for the land.
for sure. Okay. What is our max?
I think we should do 50 or 60 max. That's it.
Okay.
Because imagine 50, 60, and even if because we have to do a foundation, then it's 350. Assuming 150 per square foot, that is 300. 350 is the number that we will be all in. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Then all in 350 will help us in getting a 450 or 500 as a appraisal price. That is we are at 730.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay?
Sounds good. All right, sounds good. Let me work on it and I'll talk to you soon. All right, bye. Let's see if he spoke to that other guy. Not the other guy, his wife. William Broad. Rental units is a commission usage set rate. What do you mean? Commission for what? Getting tenants? Hey, William.
Yes.
Yes,
No.
she says no?
No to payments at all.
No payments. All right, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
I'm just a little confused. So I did take a look at like recent pictures of my guy just going out there and sending it to me. So it's cleaned out. It looks nice. But yeah, we would go ahead and have to still attach utilities, which would take a few months for us. Where did you come up with just the number that you wanted? The 110 frame.
What I owe people. And what I figure it's worth anyway.
No, yeah, exactly. So where did you?
I know what the insurance company paid out.
Okay.
So I know what it's worth when it gets rebuilt. It's worth more than that because it's brand new.
No, but I'm saying what the land is gonna be worth right now.
Yeah, but it's not just the land; it's the zoning.
So the plans are ready right now from the city. It comes with the
But
plans.
You want to put new pipes in anyway if you're putting in a new building.
So it comes with the plans ready from the city. Like you have them.
Zoning. It has the same zoning.
I understand that it has the same.
But it still has to have the same number of rooms, the same type and number of rooms.
And
However,
that was
moved around and sizes can be changed and all, but
yeah.
basically you have the footprint to work with that was there.
Gotcha. And that's 2 bed, 1 bath, right? On each unit.
No, 1 bedroom units. 4 1 bedroom units.
That's even smaller.
No, it's the size is what it is. Period.
Mm,
It's just a number of bedrooms.
I see.
But you know, you can't really get 2 bedrooms out of that.
Yeah.
Although, you know, according to George Bush, unless it's been changed since then, when he was president,
Mm-hmm.
a living room can be a bedroom
Mm.
under federal guidelines. But, you know, it is what it is. You shouldn't have any trouble renting 4 brand new 1-bedroom units.
Right.
Really. I never had any problems renting those units.
Yeah. It's just a shorter term client that's going to be able to go in there.
I bought 2 of them in 04.
Right. It's just a shorter term client that's going to go ahead and rent a 1-bedroom. You know, that's the only thing. You're looking for single people.
Really? You believe that?
I know that for sure.
Really?
A family would live in a 1-bedroom?
But there's plenty of singles and couples and things like that that don't have any kids, and in a lot of cases don't want them, or they're already gone.
Mm-hmm.
So no, I don't. I wouldn't say most of my stuff is short-term rentals.
Mm. Okay. So I mean, the turnaround time for those tenants is still pretty short. No one's gonna, like, you know, just have a family and then just stay in it. Like, you know, even if they're single, they're eventually gonna go get married and have a family, right?
Not necessarily. Depends on.
I know,
what
it's just
you're renting to. If you're renting to 40 years old and up,
right.
that's not a reality.
Right. You're right. You're right.
And I know people that have been renting 1-bedroom units for 20 and 30 years.
So what's more popular, a 2-bed, 1-bath, or a 3-bed, 1-bath, or a 1-bed, 1-bath to rent out?
In 40 years, everything goes through cycles.
Mm.
Sometimes it's 1, sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 3s, 4s. It varies.
What about right now?
And see, at one point in time, I owned 36 properties, 54 rental units.
Wow.
Years before that, I owned 5 or 6 properties, and I had like 20 units or some shit like that.
Okay.
So over the years, it has varied in terms of what, you know, people are looking for. So I would never poo-poo one over the other.
No, of course not.
I have 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s.
Yeah.
Between me and my wife, we have multiple size units. You know, but that's been my experience in the long term.
Yeah.
You know, not in the short term, but in the long term.
Okay.
And, you know, yes, if you're renting to somebody who's, say, 18 to 22 years old,
Yeah.
they probably will be gone in a couple of years, yeah.
Yeah.
If you're renting to somebody who's 50 or 60 years old,
They'll stay.
they'll probably be there for a long time.
Yep. Yep.
That's not any hard and fast rule. It's just a general rule of thumb because of, like you said, you know, when they're younger, they'll hook up with somebody, they'll get married, they'll want to have kids, you know.
Yeah.
They're not going to need more space, they need to move.
Yeah.
But, you know, you get the older crowd, they don't need that space, they're already downsizing, and, you know, and they tend to stay. Actually, the biggest problem I've seen in our 1-bedroom units over the last couple of years is people dying.
Mm.
And, well, one of them was literally 1 month older than me.
Really?
And the one that just died in December was a couple of years younger, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
But,
Well, no, I'm not saying that it's impossible to rent them. I'm not saying there's no renters out there for them. I'm just saying it's a smaller pool of rentals out there for those kind of units, right? So they're just valued a lot less in the marketplace.
No, I've never had a problem with getting a 1-bedroom filled.
That's not what I'm saying, is that you're gonna have a problem with them.
What's that?
I'm not saying that you're gonna have a problem with getting them filled. I'm just saying there's a smaller pool of renters out there for them, is what I'm trying to tell you.
Well, maybe in your world, but not in mine.
I gotcha. I live in Jupiter, I guess.
Where do you live?
In Jupiter, I guess.
Florida?
I live in New Jersey.
Jupiter?
Yeah, I said Jupiter. I was joking with
We
you.
had a Jupiter here. There is one in Florida, though.
You said not in your world.
I was there for a couple of years.
You said not in your world, so I'm playing with you. It's alright, I guess.
When you pick some place that has an actual place that I knew somebody that lived there.
Yeah. No, I live in Overage.
So you didn't. It's not like you said, Pluto or something like that. You know.
Oh, you got someone in Pluto?
That doesn't count anymore. We call that an asteroid now, right?
Yeah, something like that. Something like that, yeah. But yeah, I mean, all right. So talk to me. I mean, where did you do you have any comps for this one? Because I couldn't look up anything that sold in the area for in that kind of price range. I did see one piece of land that did sell.
So right next to my house for $240,000 in the last couple of months.
A land?
No, not land, a duplex.
No, no, I was looking for land because that's what we're trying to buy here right now. Is the vacant lots that you got?
Well, what you're buying is instant coffee to build 4 one-bedroom units with off-street parking on Main Drag in bumfuck New Jersey.
Yeah.
That's what you're buying.
Yep.
You're not just getting land, you're getting zoning.
Yeah.
And it does have water and sewer.
Mm-hmm.
They were just disconnected to take the building down, but
Yep.
it does have water and sewer.
It's gonna take me
The
about
fucking trees that were hanging down.
It's gonna take me about 3 months to even just get the water and sewer plugged in. And I got holding costs, right? So
Yeah,
everything.
A lot, they're not that. The holding cost isn't that bad on a lot. It's when you have a fucking 4-unit building sitting on top of it, you ain't done. But
No, I'm talking about borrowed
it's gonna
money
take 3
as
months
holding
to hook up
costs.
the water and the sewer.
Yeah.
Was it gonna take you a month to get a plumber?
No, it's gonna go through utilities. I'm not gonna go just be able to do that
Utilities
myself.
Is the town, but the utilities is the town.
Right.
So I don't see them holding that up. I mean, I know that they have a process, but I don't see them holding it up because the zoning is intact.
Mm-hmm.
If you have to go get zoning and shit like that, it's another story.
Right.
But I don't see them holding you up any length of time.
Gotcha.
You know,
Okay.
if you have the money,
That's
you
just-
have the people, and you're ready to go,
Uh-huh.
you know, and you got the people to pull the permits, you know, I don't see them holding that up at all.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well, no, that's just what I found, and I'm going to have to stay conservative on my end, right? Let's say if something does go wrong, then what? I'm just stuck with my pants down, right? In a perfect world, I would love for everything to go perfectly.
You figure it out, or you go do something else for a living.
Hey, look, I figure it out every single day. William, how many years have you been in this business for?
40. I bought my first.
And everything goes perfect for you?
In 1984.
Have you had a single perfect deal that just went just the way you wanted it to go?
No, but I've had some that go even better than I expected them to.
Okay. So they just didn't have any kind of problem.
Nothing's ever perfect, but every once in a while, you know, you get a home run or a grand slam home run too.
Right. So do you try to buy them at the most price that you can pay for it? And just the hopes for everything to go perfect?
Here, listen to me. I have no problem with the fact that you want to buy for what you want to buy for and
Yeah.
whatever else. But here's where I'm coming from, okay?
Mhm.
I've been doing this shit for 40 years. This motherfucker cost me basically nothing to carry at this point in time.
Right.
Okay? So, and the insurance paid off everything, plus, you know, which ended up getting put in other buildings, and then this building, of course, just knocked down too. So, it's not going to cost me much. And I guarantee you, with 12 million people here, that we're going to have to start fucking housing it very soon.
Definitely.
You know, 115, 110, 115 is cheap.
You think so?
Okay.
I mean, it's cheap for you, right? Because you own it for nothing.
Because I can build on it. The zoning exists.
Mhm.
The town does not want it to sit there like that because they get jack shit from me.
Exactly.
You know, water and sewer bills, taxes, they get fucking nothing. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's not even worth adding up the dollars that they're going to see.
Yep.
So for them, this is not what they want.
Right.
They do not want this. And, you know, like I said, in another year or two, it's going to be, the land's, you know, it might, if we go into a recession, then it will have to wait a little longer.
Mhm.
But at some point in time when it pops, it's going to jump, and it'll be worth a lot more than this.
Yeah.
And I owe people, so, you know.
I just
set
gotta-
the price. I set the price because I need to pay people off, and I need to pay what it's cost me to fucking sit there since the fire. Because there's no sense in me losing any money on this deal whatsoever.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
I know if I don't sell it now, the costs are going to be really cheap to keep for the next, you know, however long I leave it there.
Wait,
I'll
so-
cut the grass. But at this point in time, if it doesn't rain and it stays this hot, I won't have to cut the grass until spring. That's even a
So
plus.
tell me this, William. Is it expensive for you to just build since you own it for nothing, or do you actually own it for a lot since you have to pay all this stuff off? Like, which one is it? I'm just a little lost here.
If I don't sell it, I don't have to pay these people off. Eventually I will, but I can't sell anything until I do.
So wouldn't that price just keep going higher and higher?
You see, you have to understand something. My wife has a house. She's had it for 10 years.
Okay.
We bought it for her middle son. He ended up, him and his girlfriend broke up, and then did and so we ended up with the house. My brother-in-law, who actually used to work for me for a whole bunch of years, needed a place, so him and his wife moved in there, and he tore it apart, and he only did like one room, and he got fucked up. But he did the plumbing and the new heater and a water heater, and but there still wasn't a kitchen, and it's an antique bathroom. So he got fucked up, and 6 months later he thought he was fixed, but he wasn't, and now he really can't do anything like this anymore because he pushed himself in a position he shouldn't have.
Yeah.
And so over the last 5 years or something like that, since he's been out of there, I've been collecting up little things and getting it finished. Well, it's just about finished. In fact, the only thing I'm waiting for is the electrician and the heating guy. And the heating guy, I probably can finish his work too, but I don't see everything there. Everything's not there to hook it up. When he said to me, you're going to do the whole house, we probably shouldn't suck this dust through the heater when you're doing the rock, because we did the whole, there was only one little room that didn't need rock. Everything else we had to do. So I said, yeah, hell yeah, no problem. Leave it open so we don't, but, unfortunately they didn't finish it first. And if I'd have thought about it, I'd have got him to do it, and then I'd have yanked the motherfucker apart myself. But, so I'm waiting for him, and I'm waiting for the electrician. And the electrician, I sent some question marks beginning of last week, and he sends me a text back, oh, I forgot you, but now it's the middle of a week and a half later, and I still haven't fucking heard from him. But I don't need him, because there's nothing that's left to do that I can't do, or haven't done many times over the years. So I can just as easily go in there in a day or so and put all the fixtures in, put all the receptacles in, and call for the final. And guess what? I'll get the last $1,500 because he's supposed to put all this shit in. But at this point in time, we've kept that thing for 10 years.
Gotcha.
Now 100%. Yeah, well, the fucking mortgage was like $250, $275 a month. It was cheap. And she bought the house for $52,500. Now that it's finished, it will be worth every bit of $250,000. And I guarantee you, we don't have $250,000 in it. In fact, I doubt we have $150 in it. Okay, and that's carrying it for 10 years. So I don't necessarily get worried about carrying things because my house, I paid $110,000 for it in January of 2002. My insurance company said it's worth $550 or $575.
Okay.
I have a 4-unit I bought on the other end of town. I paid $165 for it in 2004. My insurance company says that one's worth like $650. And between the two of them, I owe $310.
Okay.
$300, $310.
William, let's
For 20 years and 22 years respectively. So, am I worried about 2 empty fucking lots I gotta go cut the grass? No, I'm really not.
That's not what I'm saying.
People I have to pay, I have things I have to take care of, and if I don't get the money, I'll keep squeezing the money out of some place to carry it until such time as I either rebuild it or somebody else pays me what we want to get.
Understood. Okay, so all I'm taking out of this is that there's no room for negotiation or any kind of leeway. It's just a 110, take it or leave it.
Pretty much. Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much that's the way it is. Yeah.
I hear you.
There's no place. I don't have any place to go, and I'm not reaching into my pocket to make any deals at this point in time.
Definitely, exactly.
Just as soon
You
as
shouldn't.
And then when it's worth $250,000, I'll sell it then.
Yeah. No, definitely.
It's me in between.
Yeah. Let's say if you owed $60,000 in back taxes and all the liens, it's only just going to keep growing at 18% interest. It's not going to be too much back then,
I don't have any liens.
No.
I don't have any back taxes except for whatever I owe for the last quarter or so.
Oh, I thought you said you owed a whole lot of money. Money on.
I paid them. I paid most of it.
Oh, okay. So it is free and clear. So you don't owe anything on this.
Well, I owe whatever water and sewer tax bills from the last quarter or something like that. Yeah.
That's nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
That's nothing. So you can negotiate on this, right?
No, you misunderstood. I owe people separately. I personally
Ah,
owe
okay.
people.
I
It's
gotcha.
not on the house, but I can't sell it unless I take care of these people.
Oh, I
Which
see.
I agreed to do anyway. But
This guy's such a liar.
Makes it. I don't have an option. But
He's stuck on
yeah,
live.
you're misunderstanding. I owe people; they have to be paid.
Okay.
Stuff that was already paid, I want that money back.
I hear ya.
This is real estate. This isn't a fucking car. Cars depreciate with very few exceptions. Real estate does not.
Exactly. You're right.
And which is why I got out of the car business and got into real estate.
Nice, nice.
Because I never made $500,000 on a fucking car.
Definitely.
Or $1 million on two, if you count the two properties that I just
I gotcha.
earlier.
Well,
You know what I mean?
well, no, you're definitely right on that, William. Let's see. Look, I'm a little bit far off of your number, just because it's not going to be lucrative for me. However, if you do end up changing your mind, I'll stay in touch with you and see if anything changes. If not, it is what it is. If we can make something work, then great. If not, still great. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So.
No problem here. Like I said, I'm in a position where I can't really do anything other than take care of this. So
Yeah.
I got to take care of it. And to me, that's not the end of the world. I got to take care of it. I got to take care of it. It's no big deal. And,
Got it.
I know this shit's worth it. Do you know what it's worth to go get zoning to begin with?
Well, do you know how much this land is worth itself? Is what I'm trying to ask you. But you keep telling me about the zoning. If you can get it appraised, I mean, whatever the appraiser comes in at, I'll go ahead and pay. But I can't just take your word and just take $110,000 when there's assessed
You've never
land
built
value.
anything, have you?
So there's no assessed land value,
Answer the question. You've never built anything, have you?
Yes, I have built something.
Okay, so then did you have to get, let me see, what would you need? You'd need a land engineer.
So
You need an architect.
tell me this, William.
And you need all these people to put together what it is you want to build, and then the attorney, and then you take them and you go to the town and you say, I would like to build this. And
It's
then you
taken
go
me
from
about
there.
15 grand to do all that.
How much?
It's taken me about 15 grand to do all that.
For two properties?
For one.
This is two properties.
For
This
one.
is two properties.
This is 2 properties, correct.
All right,
So, but I'm buying land. I'm not buying zoning rights.
But you are buying zoning rights. They come with it. This is
I-
part of it. This is what it's worth.
Okay, so here, look. So the
30
assessed
grand.
land value.
30 grand. There's
So the
30 grand
assessed-
right there in zoning.
So the assessed land value is 24,000 plus 15,000. We're looking at 40,000 a lot.
If I remember correctly, I believe my appraiser buddy told me.
I mean-
a lot.
Okay, so show me the appraiser and appraisal, and we'll go from there.
Well, I usually pay him for things when I ask him to do things.
Yeah,
I don't ask them to do this shit for free.
perfect.
Maybe look at a couple of comps, but if we're actually doing appraisals, that's a different story.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'll ask him. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's worth a shot. I mean, and at the end of the day, you're a builder, so you don't buy property at market value just so you can, squeeze by.
I don't buy just properties.
Mhm.
This is the first just property I've ever owned. Okay? I've always bought buildings
Mm.
in varying states. I paid $1 for one time that had a fire.
Why didn't you pay 100 grand for it?
$1,000 for another one that had a fire. But I made him throw in the Cadillac that was in the garage. And I was
Oh,
real disappointed because I had a V8 6.4.
so you bought deals, but you don't want to sell deals, right?
No, I think what I have is a deal. That's the difference.
Mm.
And I know what it would take to put the buildings up. because I did talk to some of my people about, putting the buildings up and stuff like that.
I get it,
So
William.
I have an idea already what it would take to actually put the building up.
Mm-hmm.
And, and I also know what the insurance company paid,
I gotcha.
based on the $255,000 number times 2 is $510,000, and that's for an old fucking piece of shit. You
Mm-hmm.
put a brand new thing up there, now you're looking at what, 6, 750, 8,
Well, I don't see any comps for 6, 750 or 800,000.
I assume that at some point you're looking at a building that's worth 900 to $1 million.
Please, I mean, show me where it's worth out there.
At least 7. If you build a new building, at least 750 with a brand new building, asphalt parking, of course.
Where did you see that? I don't know. Maybe I just need some help. I'm looking at the map.
2002, we got $510,000. Okay, in 2002.
Yeah.
That's 2 years ago.
2002.
If you put 2 brand new buildings up, you put brand new buildings up, it's got to be worth 750.
Where, I mean, you show me some comps because I just don't know where we're pulling these numbers from right now.
Because you're not going to see them because there is nothing that's comparable right now. And I don't know what the actual comps are today. I know what they were and what we got paid in 2000 at the end of 2002. We're in the middle of 2022. We're in the middle of 2024. So we're talking 2 years later. I would think that the appreciation should be there. The rents are up, and the fact that the rents are up pushes the value up.
I gotcha. Well,
a lot.
if you can, just.
I'll share something with you that Larry Schwartz shared with me.
You told me about that guy last time.
86, because he paid me $10,000 to take a building off of his hands.
Yeah.
Then I got a mortgage on it. I made a lot of money on that building. But here's how Larry figured it: 10 times gross, and Larry was an accountant. That was his profession. He was a professional accountant, and he figured 10 times gross.
Gross of what?
So, gross.
Gross of what?
Gross, business talk, gross.
No, I said gross number of what?
That is after expenses, gross is before
Gross of
expenses.
what though? Like, what are you talking about here?
Rents. What else do you have? We're selling rents.
I don't know what you were talking about. You just talked about some guy named Larry Schwarzenegger.
See, you're looking at this one way, but you're not looking at it the other way. When you're done with the building, what's it going to bring in? Are you going to sell it, or are you going to rent it?
Right, we're gonna go ahead and rent it or sell it. It depends on what we might do.
That's two different things. Now stop. It's 2 different things.
It is 2 different
If you're
things.
going to rent it, you're not worried about spending a couple extra dollars. When I buy things, I knew I was buying them to fix them and rent them. And a lot of the things I bought because my real estate broker buddy had just left, or in the case of his cousin, he was sitting at the table, and he calls me up and says blah 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 blah, and we bounced some numbers back and forth about what it was going to bring in rents and this and that and everything else. And 9 times out of 10, I would be no problem. I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to argue with you because it never got to the MLS. I never had to argue with anybody. I just paid the price. Now, did I pay a little more? A lot of times. But when my Dodge Ram took out 50 feet of guardrail and I ended up not being able to work for almost 3 years, and I have permanent back and neck injuries, they got to keep all of their assets in a bankruptcy. I got to lose 2/3 of my assets. That was 36 buildings, 54 rental units. I had a bunch, and I was doing quite well, and they were worth $5.2 million. And at the time, I had, I don't know, maybe $2.5 million worth of mortgages. That's all. Now, if Chrysler Corporation hadn't put me in a really fucking bad position, what would my properties be worth today, 20 years later? Or, let me say, wait a minute, 18 years later, because that's when the accident was, 07. What would they be worth now, 15? I'd be worth about $15 million, right?
Somewhere in that range.
Maybe even more, depending upon how far it popped and where it popped from to begin with. So, I look at the long term. I've been doing this shit 40 years this year. Mm-hmm. So I look at the long term. I've had a lot of stuff long term. I really haven't flipped much over the years. Haven't sold much over the years. You know, so I look at the long term. So if it doesn't work for you, there's no hard feelings here.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
For me to walk away with, and that's that. I have no money in the bank that I have that says, okay, I can throw $5,000 at this to let it go. No, I'm in the old school where 1997. Okay, I bought a property, and I spent the entire summer, because I was teaching school then. I spent the entire summer busting my ass on this property and putting it up for sale. By the time I
I'm gonna go use the bathroom. Be right back. But this guy just blabbers on.
Months later, 3 months later, they had done exactly what I was going to do. But I had too many other irons in the fire, and the house that I bought, I ended up making a lot of money out of anyway, so I didn't really care. You know, because I made the money to put down on the other house by selling that one. But no, I'm not in a hurry to give away anything. I don't have to give away anything. So, you know, I'll just sit on it if I can't get what I want to get.
As you should.
All right.
Awesome.
So we'll go from there.
All right. Let me know if you do get the appraisal,
Okay.
and then we go from there.
To call him, I'll tell him. I'll call him. I'll ask him.
Okay. Thank you, William. I appreciate it.
Anything you can write, and then we'll go from there.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right.
Awesome.
No problem.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for calling.
Of course. You take care.
Bye.
Oh my God, that guy blabbers on for days. All right. I'm about to go grab some food. I'll possibly be back maybe on Friday. Friday it is. I'll see you guys soon. See you guys on the flip side.